Welcome back to the Porchcast. It's a podcast. It's not on the porch, but we still call it the Porchcast. Ha ha! Ha ha! I hate that you're on video now because now our viewing audience can see the mocking faces that I received for the stupid shit I say. Christian, how are you doing over there?
Good, y'all. How are y'all?
I'm doing good. It's warm in my apartment. It's cold outside. I don't know if you've been out there very much, but I just took the dog out for a walk and it's cold as hell. It's windy as hell.
Yeah, I went for a run earlier and I thought it was pretty cold, but it's probably a bit colder now. And I'm also warm.
The day tends to do that. I feel like throughout the day, the sun moves further and the day gets colder. It's crazy, dude. It seems like it happens every day.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
Well, we're back on video. We're socially distant still, obviously. But I kind of like seeing your face. Through this medium too. I guess I usually see your face, but it's just kind of nice to be in the comfort of our own homes and be able to do this. You know what I mean? The power of technology.
Yeah, the podcast was always in the comfort of our own homes, if you think about it.
It's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But then it became in the comfort of your own home, which is still comfy, but
we've done it at your place a couple times.
Yeah, I know. And I feel like the podcasts are just different here. I feel like it was bad. Most people don't know this, but when like the night after the election, I guess, when we did that podcast, we got verbally berated by some strange guy. We got heckled. We got heckled because we didn't want to give him a platform. But
I think, dude, I think the best thing to do with Trump supporters is just call them racist, because it's like it triggers them so bad because they're like, no, all lives matter except for,
Isn't it crazy how quickly
to my cause? What?
Isn't it crazy how quickly they flipped the switch on Blue Lives Matter when they decided that an insurrection was a good idea?
Dude, okay, I just want to reiterate my point that, like, let's just not act like they're serious people anymore.
I know.
So, like, for the next 2 years, can we just like act like they don't even exist? Like they don't even have a seat at the big kids table.
Yeah.
Or the grown up table.
I mean, we should. How do you just to get it over with? How do you feel about the impeachment?
I mean, I think he should be impeached if that's what you mean. And like, just going back to what I said, all of the Republicans' defenses of what happened are meaningless to me. I think they're just annoying and like just so annoying. But yeah, I mean, I think he should be impeached for what he did. I think he should be impeached for a bunch of stuff.
Oh, dude, that's the crazy part about it. I keep thinking about that quote he fucking had, dude, where he said early on, I know this is the Trump cast, but whatever, where he said something to the effect of like, you're gonna get tired of winning or something. And then, he lost the House, and then he got impeached, and then he lost the presidency, and then he lost the Senate, and then he got impeached again. It's like, when does the winning even start? Because I'm not getting tired of winning, but I do feel like the wins have been going in my way and not his. So I just love that quote. He's such an asshole.
I was talking to my roommate earlier, and I was like,
John?
If I got impeached, yeah. If I got impeached, I'd be so sad, I think.
I know. You wonder. It really makes me wonder, like, God, to be a fly on the wall in like all these rooms, dude. And in rooms, the night of the election. Honestly, I kind of wish I could be a fly on the wall the night Hillary lost, because I heard she was inconsolable. But I wish I could be a fly on the wall and hear what it was like when Trump lost, hear what it's like in the Oval Office now, how he's talking, like what kind of shit he's saying. Oh, dude, I would give anything to do that.
Dude, him raging about Twitter is delightful. Just thinking about him opening his phone and realizing that it's not there. Like, he might be the first person to die from a Twitter withdrawal, dude, because he is probably as addicted to Twitter as anybody can possibly be.
For sure, dude. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I guess part of me wonders, how much staffers are tweeting on his behalf or whatever. I don't know if you know that at all.
I think you could tell if they are. Dude, not to derail the podcast, but my brother texted me. I realized that normally I have my phone away when we're podcasting, but right now it's right in front of me. Do you want to hear what he said?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
I told him I was about to make the podcast. And he says, are you filming all of them now? And I said, I don't know. It's just because we can't meet up right now. And he said, oh, why not? So that was really boring.
Yeah, that was boring. But the interesting thing about it is that a lot of people that are listening to the Porchcast might be able to answer that question, or maybe not. I don't remember how much we addressed it last week. I think we just said that we had to be social.
Aren't you like going snowboarding or something? I don't even really fully understand it.
Yeah, these people are letting us like stay at their house with them in Breckenridge, and then by their command, I'm taking the proper precautions. I just don't want to be the one, you know what I mean? And that's the thing is like I probably wouldn't get it from you because
I already had coronavirus.
Hey,
it's not really a secret.
I know.
It's not even particularly interesting.
I think we talked about it a little bit.
And we didn't mention it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It just didn't come up.
How was your experience? You had one really bad day, right?
I woke up the first day that I like knew that I had it with a really bad headache, which like sometimes I get headaches, but this was a really bad one. Like I had to go drive to 7-Eleven like first thing in the morning so I can get Advil.
Mm-hmm.
I took like 5 of them and it didn't really do anything.
Were you like nauseous at all? Or were you feeling anything else?
No, that was the worst symptom for sure. I had like kind of a cough and a runny nose, but besides that, I lost my sense of smell completely, and it still hasn't like recovered 100%, but it's
really?
a lot better. Yeah,
nice. That's cool. Did you try smelling anything nasty?
Like poo?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a pretty good gauge of where your sense of smell is at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some people were doing it. I don't know if you lost your sense of taste at all, but some people were like tasting really crazy shit. Like people were getting onions and just taking bites out of them. People were eating full cloves of garlic.
Yes, I've seen that. And there's part of me that's like embarrassed for having gotten coronavirus, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like I've been pretty good, pretty responsible. And I just got it from my roommate who got it from his friend who, dude, I would like to get your take on this, because this is something that I've kind of like considered a decent amount. Okay, listen.
Okay. Hold on. Let him speak.
The person that I got coronavirus from, the person that my roommate got it from seems perfectly nice. But all I'm saying is, if I gave someone else coronavirus, even by accident, of course I wouldn't give it to someone on purpose. Even if it was an accident, I would still say sorry. Don't you think that's like kind of...
Well, I guess I have to think about it, because like if I didn't see anybody for a while and then saw somebody and then got diagnosed with coronavirus, I would reach out to that small, group of people or whatever that I had been with and be like, hey, like, I'm really sorry, I just tested positive for coronavirus. And then like I would apologize then. If I had been hanging out with a bunch of people, which is like that's the thing, is like, what has their lifestyle been like? How many people did they impact? Like, how many people did they tell? Like, I think
we're just talking about me. I'm just kind of wondering. I think that it's like, hey, sorry. That I would have been like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. It really just it depends. Like, I don't know what the circumstances you saw them was, I guess, is my thing. Like, if
I've seen them enough to, and the subject came up, I think that you could have just said, hey, sorry. That's all.
Have you ever gotten?
I'm big on that type of thing. Like, I don't know. It just seems like a kind of easy formality, in my opinion.
Have you ever gotten a text from a girl that said you had to get tested?
No, actually. Next question.
Well, I feel like it's similar, right? To like, I saw something the other day on the trashy subreddit that was like, if I fucked you in the last month, go get tested. And then like the next picture on Snapchat was like, got the clap again or something. Which that's so not gross. A sentence you ever want to say, is I got the clap again. It's really a one-time thing, if any, but more specifically, zero.
What were we talking about before that?
If you should apologize for giving.
No, before that.
Oh, the insurrection, maybe. I mean, we started talking about why we're on video, and we were talking about your brother's text message, but that's not. That's all water under the bridge now. You know what I mean?
How was y'all's week?
I had an okay week. Been eating some good food, so that's always fun. Hockey started back up, which is always exciting. So I got to watch some hockey last night.
I remembered what I was gonna say.
What?
I think the reason.
So did you just ask me that question just as a bridge to?
Yeah. Until
That's
I can
fine.
remember what was the important thing to talk about. But we'll come back. We'll come back to what you said about
Sounds
hockey
good.
and all that.
Yeah, of course.
It's on the back burner.
That's right.
I think what set me off on a spiral earlier was I read an article about the severity of lung damage from coronavirus, and I got really freaked out, which just led to this whole ordeal. I guess I wouldn't call it an ordeal, but just I almost canceled the Porchcast.
Yeah, I mean, it was never like that. Fortunately, like it wasn't even an almost cancel, but there was risk. There was risk there. I don't know if I ever felt like you were going to cancel it. You seemed like you wanted to do it.
Yeah, but I was like feeling really stressed out earlier.
No, I get that.
Now. I'm fine.
Do you feel like your emotions like go with the week? Because mine do so bad. I'm such an asshole. I get so upset on Mondays. I'm so happy on Fridays.
It's almost like a different brand of disturbed for each day of the week. Where it's Friday, I'm like, these used to make me happy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh yay, it's like I imagine Friday being awesome. I'm like, oh, I'll be able to stay up and sleep in, which never happens. Like, even if I do stay up, I'm definitely not sleeping in.
Yeah, I think a Friday for me is like a cup of coffee. Like, it's like it used to like fucking hype me the fuck up, and now like I just need the Friday to be able to do Monday through Thursday.
Yeah, now I'm just like, what am I gonna do?
No, I get that. Yeah, I don't know, but as you were asking me earlier, how was my week? That's like the major stuff. I watched The Bachelor on Monday. So that was good.
Do you like it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the new Bachelor seems like a pretty good dude, and all the girls are crazy drama. There's a 21-year-old girl on it, dude, which is insane to me. That seems so young.
Really?
Yeah, I mean he's 29.
Oh, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird.
I know. So I did that, but yeah, I've been eating some good food, dude. I feel like my whole life is just like one long wait for dinner.
Oh, dude, 100% agree. What have you? What's the best thing that you had recently?
Well, dude, I mean, fuck, I feel bad, but I just love fucking Chipotle, and I had Chipotle on Monday night.
Dude, I was gonna say, what if I got Chipotle again? I'm not going to, but last week I was like the whole time I was just thinking about how I wanted to get Chipotle.
I love it.
Do you think we'll make it through this whole podcast without talking about the Beetleborgs?
I don't know. For our listening audience, I didn't even. So present. What? Tell me more. Tell me more.
We've talked about the Beetleborgs on the podcast.
Really?
Before. Beetleborgs is just like a shittier version of Power Rangers.
Is it shittier though? Because those things look awesome.
It definitely is shittier. Also, I just think the name Beetleborg is awesome.
Beetleborg is awesome.
Doesn't that sound cool?
What's like the desirable color Beetleborg? Do you know?
I mean,
I don't even know what Power Ranger I wanted to be. That paint purple one looks cool as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's like the main guy.
The yellow one?
Well, I don't know if he's the main guy, but like in the context of this photo.
Yeah, he definitely looks like the main guy in this picture. And the purple one looks like the girl.
Maybe. I think that was a little bit sexist.
Well. No, I don't think so. I mean, listen, purple is my favorite color, but that looks like a feminine physique to me. That's all I'm saying.
What does a feminine physique look like?
In terms of the so I guess that's a good question, but in terms of the sex, like the female anatomy tends to be hourglass shaped and have sort of a broader top. You know, that's why they call them broads. That's why they call them dumb broads, right?
What's on your head?
A beanie. It's a Teddy Fresh beanie.
Oh, I only saw it on like the side of your head. It almost looks like you had like a yarmulke on.
What if I did and I was like, listen, we have to talk about one other thing. The New Testament is fucking rubbish.
Is that even the one that they don't like?
I don't actually know. I think that they just believe in the Old Testament, though. I'm not 100% sure. It could be that they just believe in the New Testament, or they might believe in both.
Also, like, they're not just going to let you in like that. They're not just going to let you wear a yarmulke.
I don't know, dude. I was at, in college, I was at a frat party for the Jewish fraternity. in freshman year, and they were fucking riding me hard, dude. They wanted me in that fraternity, and then I told them, and then I wasn't allowed to be in anymore. But there was a
They
time
thought that you were Jewish, though.
I mean, my nose is big. I have these big old glasses. My hair is thick. I'm cheap.
You're Jewish passing.
Yeah, Jewish passing. You know, it's funny you say that because I just heard that phrase for the first time, white passing. I had never heard that expression.
I mean, it
before.
makes sense.
It makes sense. I knew what it meant. Have you ever heard the expression "drinking from a fire hose"?
Yes, but like I'm not 100% sure what it means, but also I can kind of imagine like it's a bad idea because it's like it's an intense stream that comes out.
Yeah, it's like when you're learning something, especially like if you have a new job, you're drinking from a fire hose. Like when you first start, because they're like,
yeah,
you gotta do all this.
Like, if you're trying, that's like,
yeah, exactly. No, it's if not, you're just spraying a fire hose all over the place. But I don't know. You want to do something fun?
What?
I don't know. One of our things. I got a BuzzFeed quiz that I thought was really interesting, actually. And I have some relationship advice that I'd like to give out.
Yeah, let's do the relationship advice thing. I was looking for a copy pasta, actually. Yeah, I wanted to bring it back, but
it's hard because the copy pasta, you don't make the copy pasta portion. The copy pasta portion makes itself.
There is one we could do, like if you want.
I want to, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, our BuzzFeed quiz is really good this week, though. But we'll start with the relationship advice because that's the one I'm least excited about. Oh, I pulled that up. What?
I feel like I was going to ask you something like I thought of on Monday, but I forgot.
Really? I wrote something down. So I just found out about this today, but they're making a couple new video games that I thought were kind of interesting.
Pokemon Snap?
Well, that's the third game that I really should have put on here. Actually, you just sent me shit about that, dude. A new Pokemon Snap game slaps, is what I say. I can't wait to fucking play that. I didn't even watch the trailer because I just want it to all be new and exciting. I don't want to know what's going to be in there. You know?
Yeah, the game plays itself.
Yeah, exactly. It's like fucking watching the trailer of a movie. I don't want to do that. So Pokemon Snap's coming out in April. They announced an Indiana Jones game.
An Indiana Jones game.
Yeah.
Who's making it?
Bethesda.
What else do they make?
Well, Bethesda's a pretty big company, but specifically the people that made Wolfenstein, I guess, is the last game they made. And in order to probably disappoint us again, they're making another Star Wars open world.
That sounds good. Sorry, I'm like trying to find this thing, but I can't find it.
No, that's okay. Dead air. You want me to read chat?
Dude, we should make a Twitch account.
No, I know. That sounds so much fun. I don't know how, but I'll look it up. We're going to start streaming, guys.
Who are you talking to?
The listeners.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, let's do it. I can't find it.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
No, that's okay.
Funny, though.
But yeah, they're doing a new open world Star Wars game. Ubisoft. The same people that made The Division. So we'll see. We'll see.
That's
and I think
cool.
there's a Harry Potter open world game maybe coming out too.
Ooh.
So,
dude, do you ever watch playthroughs of old games that you liked?
Do you?
It's like one of my hobbies that I do on occasion. Like I'll just watch. I just think it's comfy, like watching a playthrough of like Harry Potter on the PlayStation 1.
That's really, really obscure. I would watch a speed run of Star Fox 64. I feel like that would be sick.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. I just do that, and it's kind of like chills me out, I guess.
Yeah.
But also, this Harry Potter on PlayStation 1 looks so bad.
Oh, I'm sure those graphics.
Not how I remember.
That's 4 PlayStations ago now,
dude. Want to hear? Me and Stefan had a PlayStation 1, but we didn't have a memory card.
Oh my god.
So every time I played that stupid Harry Potter game, I just had to start it from the beginning.
I feel like I did that anyways because I could never figure out how to beat the first level. I was so bad at video games when I was a little kid. I mean,
do you feel like kind of like bad? Because I'm pretty good at video games.
You're pretty good at video games. Yeah. No, I could, but I feel like when I think back at the 6-man Call of Duty days, I feel pretty confident that I was like if we were playing 6-man, that I was a good 2-3. You know what I mean? Like I'm definitely in the upper half. So I didn't need to be number one. I feel like I was a good utility player. I was well rounded. Maybe I'm not getting a lot of kills, but maybe I'm not getting a lot of captures, but maybe I'm not getting a lot of deaths either. So that's good.
Yeah, you may not be the best player.
Yeah, exactly. And I could beat you at sports. So I had that going for me.
Yeah.
But you have instruments.
I didn't say that I was good at sports though.
I didn't say I was good at video games. I just said I was bad.
You said you were the best at video games. You said you're so good, you're gonna start a Twitch channel.
I said something about Twitch. That's true, but
yeah,
I feel like you're mixing my words up.
And just develop a following instantaneously.
That's what I'm
purely
hoping
based
for.
on the merit of your competency in video games.
Because I want the base, is what I'm saying. Like that's the thing. Is if I want the supporters, then I get them because I get everything I want. I hope.
Yeah.
That's what I keep telling myself. So speaking of all this, actually, my husband, 32M, gaming 6+ hours a night. Is that too much?
Yeah.
I don't even know how he pulls that off. I mean, he must. Yeah. He must like start really early. What it said is like he'll spend like an hour of time with her, like to eat, like to make, eat, and like finish the show they're watching, and then that's like the quality time, and then he'll go back to gaming for the rest of the 6 hours. That's a lot.
6 hours is a lot, which like I don't know. Like I've definitely played games for more than 6 hours, but now I'm like, where would I get 6 hours? Like I could do that on the weekend, but I wouldn't want to.
I could probably play 6 hours one day, maybe one day a week, if that. I would still be surprised, honestly. It would have to be a weekend, and I would be like going out of my way to play for 6 hours, I think. Especially
and was
straight.
He doing this all the time?
That's where this is where I get suspicious, right? Remember, I just read the headlines, so I don't actually know the details. It's all conjecture from there. But this is where I get skeptical. First of all, we have to obviously suspend disbelief that any of this is real at all. I understand that, but assuming that it is, I think that maybe he plays 6 hours sometimes, but he plays a lot of video games.
And she's just exaggerating.
And she's saying 6 hours every single night without question. When
meanwhile,
this week
6 hours looking at Pinterest or whatever.
I know, and that's the old taboo, right? 6 hours a night though is a lot. 6 hours at once isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like you can play 6 hours of video games, and that's not necessarily neither here nor there. That's a lot. It's a lot of movies to watch in a row. It's a lot of TV to watch in a row. But regularly,
he sounds like an incel, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's my. I want this to be an incel podcast.
Really, I don't.
Really?
Is that weird?
Yeah,
it's weird for me to not want it to be an incel podcast. Because I feel like by being an incel podcast, we'd have to, say extremely offensive things about women.
Not necessarily.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up nice celibates.
Nice
incels. Nice incels.
No, there's a spectrum of incels for sure, dude. I watched a documentary about them actually. Well, not recently, but I did watch a documentary. One of the guys was actually seemed like a nice guy. He's just like awkward and not that good looking.
So this article says that they believe women owe them, basically. Is that right?
I feel like everyone owes me.
Really? What do I owe you?
What
do I owe you?
Your Nintendo Switch.
That's on loan.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I was entitled to borrow it.
And I was excited to ask for sort of boundary
payment.
Compensation. It wasn't money.
Yeah, and I didn't feel entitled. I think I asked you very politely to borrow it.
I think that I said yes, and then I came back and asked for compensation later on, like down the line.
Which is fine.
Yeah, I know. I know, dude.
You don't get something for nothing.
Yeah, dude.
Except unless you're an incel, in which case
you should. You deserved it.
We need to.
What?
We need to return to a more puritanical society.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither. But I.
Did you know? So I just found out this the other day. And I don't know if this is a rumor or something, but do you know what fuck, like where the word came from?
No.
Apparently, it came from like, let me see. It was like an acronym. This is nice having this right in front of us now. But it was for unlawful carnal knowledge. Apparently, no, that's not right. I think it was fornication under consent of the king, but maybe that's a lie too. But I heard that at one point that you would have to like get approval from the king to fornicate, and he could be like, "Do you have a decree by way of you can do this?" And you could be like, "Yeah, bitch, here's our certificate. We're allowed to fuck."
I don't buy that.
Yeah, that sounds like bullshit.
Like, how are they gonna keep an eye on everybody?
Yeah.
And who's gonna watch the people that are watching the people? You know, there's a Dr. Seuss book about that.
Which one?
I forget the name of it, but there was some person and they were doing a job, and then there was a person that's job it was to watch that person, and then there was someone whose job it was to watch the person that's watching the other person.
Dude,
I think it's just some comment on how women should have to be like assigned to a guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the government.
Like an allegory or something.
Yes.
Dude, can you imagine having a job where like the only thing I can think of is like a greeter, where you just like stood in one place and just like stood there the whole time and just
I don't think I could do it.
Or like a security guard, but like at King Soopers when like nothing happens and so you just stand there the whole time.
I see them walking around sometimes.
Yeah, that's about all you can do. That sounds so boring. I remember when I used to work at FSU, I would like be a facility supervisor at the like the IM fields and stuff. And, you know, I'd have to set stuff up and I'd have to clean stuff up. But in between, there would be like 4 hours where I would literally just stand there. And even then, like I was watching IM sports and stuff, it would just get so fucking boring. Just sit there and stare.
Yeah, but I feel like if I was in that position, I would think about the times where I was super busy at like a bar or something and like wish that I could just sit down. You know?
Definitely. It's always Mr. Greenside around here, huh?
Yeah, dude. I don't think it'd be so bad if you just like think about shit, you know?
No, that's true. But sometimes I think about sad shit.
Yeah, but you're not bored.
It's true. So you know how I said that and we'll get back to the relationship advice, but you know how I said that I've been eating good food this week?
Yeah.
Something else that I've been doing this week is, so I made a bunch of chili on Sunday, and I'm trying to be really, really conscious of my spending habits and stuff, and just like being really good about eating all the food in the fridge and like leftovers and stuff. December was a really expensive month, like with the holidays and traveling and stuff, and like getting River the month before. I've been spending a shit ton of money, and I want to save some money up. So, I've just been trying to be really, really good about like eating the leftovers and making sure not to waste food and shit. And so I've been eating chili for lunch basically like every day this week. But the chili is so hot, and I've been pooping so much this week. Like Monday, dude, I don't even want to get into it too much, but Monday, you ever have one of those days where you poop so much that like it's just raw down there and you just like you can't go poop again because you're not even gonna be able to wipe because it's gonna hurt so bad?
Not really.
Really? Am I sounding weird right now to everybody?
No. I mean, I get it. I just eat a lot of like chia seeds and flax seeds, which I think reduces the digestive issues that you're talking about.
That's a good point.
If you're looking for advice, otherwise I'll just keep my opinions to myself.
That's a good point. I haven't been drinking a lot of water. Yoga is apparently supposed to help with your digestive system, but who knows? Yeah. I just thought I would bring that up. But the chili is good as fuck, and that's why I keep eating it even though I poop. It's kind of like when I was a kid and I would go to Crazy Buffet and eat so much sweet and sour chicken that I'd throw up, and I did that like 6 times.
What's Crazy Buffet?
It was like a Chinese, dude. It was fucking good as hell, dude. It was a Chinese buffet. So it was one of those places that you would like pay, you know, just like a buffet fee. And they had like every Chinese food basically that you could think of, but really, really nice stuff. It was like a nice restaurant. It wasn't like a hole in the wall Chinese place. It wasn't like, you know, it tasted like, you know, the place next to Publix, but it was a nice place. And then they also had a whole grill where they would make fresh any types of meats, like filet mignon. They would just make it, dude. It was insane. And they used to have sweet and sour chicken there. and that's all I would eat, dude. I would just get a big old bowl of sweet and sour chicken, and I would just crush that, and then I would go home and throw up. And I did it 6 times. Isn't that
Did you like
ridiculous?
it?
I loved it, dude. I loved it. But after the first time, you go in the second time and you eat all that sweet and sour chicken and you throw up. You should stop. You should stop eating that much sweet and sour chicken. I did it 4 more times.
When's the last time you threw up?
It's been a while. Actually, no, it hasn't been a while. I threw up. I think the weekend after Halloween.
Really?
Yeah, I went out and threw up when I got home.
Did you
like perfect timing too? It was when there was a 2-week period that I was bad about coronavirus, but I had a friend in town and we went out and then like came back here, had one more drink here, and then I sent him off on his way, and right after he left, I like ran into my bathroom and threw up.
This Halloween?
It was like the week it was like a week or 2 after Halloween. But yeah.
Who was visiting?
Grayson.
Oh.
Yeah, him and Talia came.
Oh. But you didn't want to say hi to me?
Well, I mean, I don't even remember. There's still a pandemic going on, so I didn't even know if you wanted to do anything.
Fair.
So I shouldn't have. That was actually right when Gabby ended up getting sick and we thought we had the coronavirus during that whole thing. That's why, I mean, I was scared obviously regardless and felt bad regardless, but we just like had that thought of all the things that we had done. And, I obviously felt so bad. Cause I would have had to, we talked about apologizing earlier. I would have had to do that.
Go on an apology tour.
And I would have. My girlfriend, I want to hear if you would be able to handle this. My girlfriend, 28F, is a Karen when it comes to retail and wait staff, and it's the only thing wrong with her.
Do you think the Karen meme is funny?
No, I don't, but I know what he meant by it. But like really, really rude to retail and wait staff. Could you handle that?
No.
I don't think I could either.
I'm the type of person that if I'm in the party with, I actually have a story for this.
Okay.
We were with 2 friends, both of which you know and have lived with at some point. And I don't even remember what our friends said. It was like the server came up and like, I think our friends said something like snappy, and I was like, Nick, shut the fuck up. And I apologized.
Was this when you were visiting me at Longhorn?
It was that night, yeah. But it wasn't at Longhorn.
I remember that because that server called you all gents.
I don't know. But yeah, I
really
apologized to the server and I told Nick to just shut up because I always wish that's like what someone would do if someone's being a prick when I was serving. Like, it's just have their friend like sort them out.
I know. And like there's have you ever had that time where like someone's like, well, because I just don't want to say anything. Like, I'm trying to think of like what would make me say something.
I would like to clarify that I know that Nick didn't mean anything by it. He was just being
I'm pretty sure that the server came up and introduced you guys as gents, and that Nick said something sassy back.
I love that.
I love you. I know you did. That's why I remember it, because you were so. It was like the first thing you said to me when you saw me at Longhorn. You was like, "Dude, the server was so cool. He called us gents," and I was like, "Fucking, I'm about to go to my table and call them gents." That's the coolest shit ever.
I got the same thing. Now that we're talking about it, some guy called me and Stefan gents when like I was in New York one time. I was like, hell yeah,
dude. Fucking sick. But anyways, what were we talking about? I know we started with talking about Karens, which you didn't like.
I just wanted to talk about that meme.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know if I see it as a meme, but I like public freakouts. So if I see like a public freakout and it's like Karen goes crazy.
I'm addicted to public freakouts, dude.
So good. Dude.
2020 was the year of the public freakout.
I know. It was so interesting too to like see public freakouts in different places where like some people are wearing masks, some people aren't. I mean, I'm just like I like feel like my world was rocked. Like even when I watch TV shows, when I see like old TV shows, when I watch people shake hands, it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't want to shake anyone's hand.
It's crazy.
Which like I have terminally sweaty hands, so dude, when I had job interviews, I wasn't nervous about the job interview. I was nervous about shaking someone with a sweaty hand because I feel like that's a bad first impression.
Yeah.
And then that just it spirals out.
Be like this.
Yeah, which just makes it worse.
Yeah.
And I would always carry a paper towel in my pocket and like try to time it so that I can go to the bathroom and wash my hands like right before the interview.
Yeah. That's
But
crazy. I feel that way about my armpits, especially when I'm nervous. Like I would get really, really sweaty. Like I always have, like, that's why I would like wearing a jacket or like a suit jacket, a sport coat to interviews rather than just a button up. Because if I wear just a button up, I'm going to be coming in there like Pitts McGee.
yeah, it's just my hands that sweat a lot.
Interesting.
But I don't really care now because it's not really a factor,
Yeah. That's a good point.
Do you want to finish that relationship thing?
I don't think I could do it. I think that would be a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, me too.
I'm also super picky, so probably everything's a deal breaker to me.
Yeah.
Just like do everything right. This is a good one. How would you deal with this as a parent? So my 17F returned from her boyfriend 16M's house with a big slap mark on her face.
Was it a consensual slap?
I mean, you don't know. How would you approach the situation? She just comes home and there's a big old slap mark on her face.
I would say, was it a consensual slap?
And she tells you a story of like how it went and like it was an accident and like the story's kind of sketchy.
I would take a knife, then go over to the guy's house and stab him to death.
So the truth of the matter is that he was giving her oral sex and she asked him to slap her in the face while he was doing that.
Well, yeah, that was my first thought.
I know. You were right.
Which is a little bit like, that seems like a lot for a 16-year-old.
I thought that was a lot for a 16-year-old too. That was exactly.
Because that's a lot for me, and I'm pushing 30.
I know. I don't think I could slap a girl in the face. Me and my brother actually talked about this one time. I think that a girl asked him to do that one time, and he said, I don't remember. I don't want to speak for him. I don't think he said yes.
It's like, I can't.
No, that's disgusting. I wouldn't be able to unless it was
I don't know. I wouldn't use the word disgusting though. That seems a little bit.
I don't know why I said disgusting, because I was thinking about like peeing and pooping for some reason, like on a girl, which I also wouldn't do.
Pee is fine. Like I would
pee on a girl.
What?
Would you pee on a girl? I would maybe pee on a girl in the shower. She wanted that.
Yeah, which is something that's like kind of funny, but at the same time, it's like if someone started peeing on me, I would want to kill them. So.
Oh, I wouldn't surprise somebody with. Just like, "Ayo, I'm peeing." No, I would only do it. I mean, if it was asked of me, I would even feel uncomfortable about it.
I wouldn't pee not on someone in the shower. I just think that's like gross.
Really?
Yeah. It's like the same reason why it always bewildered me when people are like, "Oh, I peed in the pool." It's like I just could never imagine that.
Okay. And that's how a lot of people feel.
I can't even pee in the ocean. It's like a huge mental roadblock.
You can poop in the ocean though, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Are you weird about pooping elsewhere? Because I love pooping on the clock.
Yeah, we talked about this on the last episode.
I thought we did. As soon as I said it, dude. As soon as I said it, I was like, "Did we talk about this last week?" If we didn't talk about it last week, so I talked about it with somebody last week.
Yeah, has anything like really changed since then for you?
In terms of pooping?
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely, dude. I even do it when I'm here. Even when I'm here, like if it's in the early morning, because I usually have to poop in the morning. If it's like early morning and I'm like getting my coffee, getting my cereal and stuff, I'll try to hold off on pooping for a little bit until
you eat cereal for breakfast.
Mm-hmm. I have Honey Nut Cheerios for breakfast. Yeah,
that sounds kind of good. I can't eat cereal because like milk just like messes my skin up really bad.
Really, I use almond milk, so I don't know if that would still be the case if you used almond milk. Because I don't drink the milk really. Like I've drank almond milk and it's okay, but I don't really like drinking almond milk by itself. But in cereal, it just adds to the texture. I feel like just makes it wet. I got a new coffee pot.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like a siphon thing, and it like keeps all the coffee in. It's wild. I got an Amazon gift card from work, so I bought it. It was really expensive.
For how much?
$200.
For what?
For the coffee maker.
No, for.
So we have like a like this little platform on like in our company. It's called Achievers. And like people can like give you points on it when you do stuff. And so I like earned points all year and was able to cash them in.
Are you gonna get anything from me?
I don't know.
Okay.
I might have already spent it on the coffee maker that we just talked about.
You got a $200 coffee machine?
I figured I had the gift card. I might as well.
All right. Well, now you got to get me something out of your personal funds because
Why?
Because if I got $200 out of nowhere, my first thought would be to like how I think that you should get a little bit of it.
Really? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think that way.
Our $200.
I don't think that way. I immediately thought, how can I make better fucking coffee? That was my first thought, and I fucking do it every morning now. But it's kind of it's so good, dude. But it kind of uses a lot of grounds. That's the only bad thing. But I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's my money, and I need it now.
Yeah.
So
do you think we'll get another stimulus?
Well, we like in addition to the 600.
Yeah.
Did you get yours?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get mine.
Why?
I'm not gonna get it until my tax return because I changed addresses and bank accounts since the last one. So, they have no way of providing it to me.
Is that true?
What part?
Are you telling the truth?
Yeah. No, so because
I think you're being a little bit sneaky.
No, I'm really not. Okay. No, because I used to have my SunTrust account and now I have a Chase account, and I closed the SunTrust account, so I don't have access to it. And obviously I moved since then. But they just said to like claim it on your tax return. I already did my taxes. It was really easy, and I claimed it on my tax return. I just use TurboTax. So
is this an ad?
So we'll see if I mean, I'm not going to get it until like the end of February. It kind of sucks, but
do you think that I'll get some of it?
Of my stimulus? How much of my stimulus did you pay on for me?
What?
How much of your stimulus did you use on me?
I didn't allocate it towards specific things, but I think I don't know. I invited you out to dinner.
That's true. That's true. That's coming up.
Are you looking forward to that?
I'm really excited. I'm hungry right now.
You want to get 2 paellas, dude? Just say heck it.
And some potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, dude. That's keeping me going.
What are you gonna eat for dinner tonight?
Leftovers. I made chicken cutlets and rice last night.
That sounds really good. Dude. Okay. Well, do you want to do this quiz?
No.
It's good. I think it's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna spark some really interesting discussion. I picked it because Gordon Ramsay was the thumbnail, and I really like Gordon Ramsay. So it's called "This Food Prep Quiz Reveals the Aspects of Cooking That People Hate the Most." And I think that I agree with that. Some of these questions are legit. So, what's worse, peeling hard-boiled eggs or peeling garlic?
Well, I enjoy peeling garlic.
Really?
So I would say the hard-boiled eggs thing, because they could be kind of frustrating to peel.
They definitely can be. 53% of people agree with you. I kind of hate garlic, but maybe that's just because I don't really peel eggs very often. What's worse, opening a ridiculously tight jar or having to use a can opener?
Again, I don't mind using a can opener. So
can opener is kind of nice. I kind of like.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, satisfying.
Bro, have you ever used an electric can opener?
No.
Oh my God. It does it all for you. What's worse, cooking raw chicken or cooking raw beef?
I wouldn't use the word worse. The word worse is loaded. I guess cooking beef is easy.
Yeah. I think cooking chicken is just gross because it's so like dirty. And that's what I've been told. I don't even know that. I don't even know it to be true that like beef is less dangerous. I feel like they're just as dangerous, but I do hear chicken's really, really dangerous. That's
what they want you to think.
This is the stupidest one I heard. What's worse, having to use the onion or the oven, or having to use more than one pan? What, like, because like the concept is okay. What's worse, peeling an apple or peeling a potato? They're the same thing, I thought.
I don't know.
Potato.
Are you enjoying this?
I enjoyed the first 2 questions, and then I was like, all right, that's good. I like the first 2 questions. I don't need to go further because I don't want to spoil it for myself. But I obviously have no way of knowing what's coming. I try not, because I want to experience it with you. You're answering the questions, but I want to experience firsthand
Well,
what
that's
we're
life,
talking
you know.
about.
You can't really be ready for what's coming all the time.
What's worse, chopping onions or chopping tomatoes?
I don't eat tomatoes.
Oh. What's worse, realizing you're missing a crucial ingredient or realizing the estimated cooking time is an hour and a half? This is
Missing
so
the ingredient because I could wait, you know?
yeah, exactly.
It's like I don't want to go back to the store.
What's worse, cleaning an enormous pot or a stack of 5 dirty dishes? That's a good question.
Probably the pot.
I think the pot too. That's such a pain in the ass. But what's worse is when you like when does that happen? What you always have is a fucking pot and 5 goddamn dishes. So it's a
Yeah.
stupid question anyways. Who makes food without plates? Idiots. I'm done with BuzzFeed. I'm gonna start making quizzes myself, and then I'll quiz both of us, and I'll win.
Okay.
Sick. That's all of our scheduled programming.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The copy pasta that I found was kind of funny. It was like a BoJack Horseman scenario.
Really?
Not exactly, but it was like that sort of. Which I don't know why I can't find it because I'm like searching Reddit by the top posts of the last month.
Search Google with like Reddit in the name. Like search it on Google with Reddit. The Reddit search functionality is one of the most embarrassing things to ever be produced.
All right, hang on. I'm just going to search Natalie Portman copy pasta because that's what it was. Reddit. All right. Oh, I found it. This is really funny, actually.
I'm ready.
All right. Hang on. It's opening. Okay. Natalie Portman is the reason I work out. I have this fantasy where we start talking at the Vanity Fair Oscars party bar. We exchange a few pleasantries. She asks what I do. I say I loved her in New Girl. She laughs. I get my drink. Well, see ya, I say, and walk away. I've got her attention now. How many guys voluntarily leave a conversation with Natalie Portman? She touches her neck as she watches me leave. Later, as the nights dragged on and the coterie of gorgeous narcissists grows increasingly loose, she finds me on the balcony, my bow tie undone, smoking a cigarette. Got a spare? She asks. What's in it for me? I say as I hand her one of my little white ladies. She smiles. Conversation with me, duh. I laugh. What's so funny? She protests. Nothing. It's just, don't you grow tired of the egos? You get used to it, she says. Lighting her cigarette and handing me back the lighter. What would you do if you weren't an actress? I ask. Teaching, I think. And if I was your student, what would I be learning? Discipline, she says quickly, looking up into my eyes before changing the subject. Where are you from? Bermuda, I say. Oh, wow, that's lovely. It's okay, I admit. Not everything is to my liking. What could possibly be not to your liking in Bermuda? She inquires. I don't like sand, I tell her. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. That's it.
Is that fucking Pokemon?
What do you mean?
Isn't that the guy from Pokemon?
No, that's Star Wars.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
oh, motherfucker, dude. That's Anakin. Who wrote that fucking movie, you know? You ever think about that? Like, who fucking wrote it and who
George
signed
Lucas,
up to say
right?
it? I think so.
I just think it's funny because he's like, this is my fantasy. It's so elaborate.
But serious question, how would you like go about, like, if you saw like a celebrity at a party and she was like off to the side like that, would you what would you try?
Which one?
Like a celebrity that was our age and cute, I guess.
Like the girl from Borat 2.
I heard she was cute. I still haven't seen that movie actually. Isn't that sad?
Yeah, she's like, I'd go out with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd talk to her,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't like. I don't smoke cigarettes, and I also think the term "little white ladies" is hilarious. I've never heard that.
Is that in reference to cigarettes?
Yeah.
I've never heard that either.
I mean, the whole thing is just like.
Why'd you say BoJack Horseman?
Doesn't it seem like a BoJack Horseman?
It does seem a little.
One of the
yeah,
comments I read was
yeah,
that this
that's
seems
funny.
like a BoJack Horseman scene.
Yeah, which Natalie Portman also wasn't even in whatever movie he said she was in. New Girl.
I mean, have you?
She's
watched
not
it?
even in that. It's Zooey Deschanel, and then Megan Fox was in it for a little bit too. But I don't think Natalie Portman's in.
Maybe she was an
in
extra.
New Girl. She might be like an extra, but when you think Natalie Portman, you're all like, oh yeah, from a couple episodes of New Girl.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the only issue with the.
Oh, for sure.
With the thing.
For sure, but it is interesting how copy pastas always have like something about them that it's like, well, wait a second, that doesn't even make sense.
That's not how that works.
That's not how it works. But something subtle, and then like, yeah, obviously there's the crazy shit that's wrong with it too.
I don't like sand either.
Really?
I know it's a meme, but
what about saltwater? That's my issue with like the beach.
I just don't like the beach at all.
Yeah. I don't know. I've had some good experiences at the beach.
Yeah, me too.
But I've had some bad experiences at the beach. Actually, I really haven't. That's the funny thing. It's like it's all in my head because most of the time.
Which ones, the fun or the not fun times?
The fun ones, I feel like, are what happens most of the time. Like I feel like I have it all in my head that I'm not gonna have fun at the beach, and then I go to the beach and then I have fun. But I do like get sticky and tired, and I probably drink too much nowadays. Did you hear about John Mulaney?
No.
He went to rehab.
Oh no, I did hear about that.
Did you see his Seth Meyers interview?
No.
He looked tweaked out. It was crazy.
Really?
I would look it up if I were you. It's pretty wild. Yeah, he was like wearing sunglasses like for the first half of it, and then he like takes off his sunglasses. He really looks like shit. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. I found out, I didn't even know, but he's like he's a staff writer on Seth Meyers right now.
That's cool.
Who do you think has said the F word more than anybody else in a movie?
South Park?
No, an actor. Which actor has said the F word most? Who's the king of the F word?
I don't know. I wouldn't be one to say, really.
Yeah, so I was watching this show on Netflix last night about curse words. It's actually where I heard about that acronym thing. And a lot of the people were saying Samuel L. Jackson. And that guy does throw fuck around like nothing else.
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah, he throws it around like nothing else. But it's all about the films you're in. Jonah Hill has said fuck more than anybody else, mostly because of Wolf of Wall Street. He says it like 100 and something times in Wolf of Wall Street alone. And he's in a ton of R-rated movies. He says it all the time. So I was kind of surprised to hear that.
That's cool.
Fucking Jonah Hill,
dude.
man.
Remember when like if we were at your parents' house and they like left, we would just like yell curse words?
100%. I remember one time we watched Shoes at your house and your dad was in the other room, and at the end he says the F word a bunch of times. We almost got in trouble.
Yeah, I have a lot of memories of my dad overreacting to shit that I remember while I'm in the shower. I'm
Me
like,
too.
fuck.
Me too. Mostly not my fault, fortunately.
All right.
But I'm having ahi tuna for dinner. Thanks for asking.
Actually, that was my next question. Let me get some.
I only have 2, but maybe next time, motherfucker. You like how I like just say fucking no, dude? When it doesn't even matter, I could say, yeah, dude, like fucking have some. Fucking come get it. Because first of all, I know you won't. Second of all, you're not allowed. So I could have just like been nice, but I was like, no, dude, I only have 2, which is also a lie. I don't even know why I lied, but I lied about it. That's
almost like kind of concerning, the ease with which you just say.
Oh, dude, no, 100. Like, but like you have to understand that like if I can like lie effortlessly, but I cannot be pressed on a lie. Like if you press me or like ask any follow-up questions, I am not good at that. And so like that's like why I'm not worried about how easily I can like start a lie, because the second you like push back at all, I'm like, what? Well, and I never talk like that except for when I'm lying. So it's usually pretty obvious. But No, I have 3 ahi tuna steaks, which is about enough for 2 people. At least 2
Okay.
people that eat the amount that I eat. So,
I want to get like a nice tuna tartare somewhere.
ooh, that sounds good. You know, my mom's making tuna casserole tonight. Because I know you were wondering
Even
what
is
my mom's
that?
eating for dinner. I don't know. Like she told me it's like a pasta dish, I guess. Kind of. I don't know. She told me all the ingredients, but I wasn't listening.
That sounds good. I kind of want Chipotle. Actually.
I love Chipotle. I kind of want it too. They have a new cauliflower rice, which I got this time. I won't ever get it again, but
I don't care about that.
yeah, I won't. I don't even know why I brought it up. I'm sorry.
Anything happened in the news?
The impeachment was big, obviously. They confirmed the election, I guess. I think that was after we talked, right?
Yeah.
No, it was before we talked, I think, because I think they did it that same night and we talked the next day. Trump's ban on Twitter, which is awesome. That app Parler came out, and I'm not really 100% sure like what's going on with that, but apparently like somebody stored a bunch of the data from it. So like all the comments, all the people, pictures and shit. They're gonna like try to take them down.
Yeah, I mean it's fine if they have their own app. I just think it's hilarious when they get banned on Twitter and then they act like it's an assault on their free speech.
Yeah. It's a little scary that they have their own app.
Why?
Just because I don't want them to organize.
Yeah,
they have
well,
in the
I mean,
past.
but they still had 4chan and 8chan and
That's a good point.
everything else.
Yeah, I just don't like them to organize, I guess, is my biggest thing. I like them to be more separated and just on their own. I don't like to believe that there's large groups of them gathering.
Yeah, I mean, but they're mostly kind of pussies, I feel like.
Yeah. Maybe.
So,
Maybe. But they're all gone now, hopefully.
yep, back to the woodwork.
Yeah, back to the woodwork. They're all gone. Everything's normal. COVID's over. It's 2021. It's a new year. Sometimes I felt like that towards the end of 2020, and then 2021 started, and I was like, oh, it's just the same. It's just tomorrow.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe 2022. That's our year. No, you said 2021 is the best year of your life. You said it out loud.
So far, yeah.
You willed it to existence.
Yeah, I'm still waiting, but
Hey. You got to get at least 1/12 of the way there. I got to get at least
it's
1
only
month
been a
before you call it.
fortnight.
It's only been a fortnight. People are already bitching like me.
All right.
Anything else?
Not really.
Okay. Well, only one more Zoomcast as far as I know.
Are you going to get on RuneScape after this?
I might. They came out with God Wars dungeons.
I know. I might hit up
Man.
those Bandos
That's huge,
instances, dude.
That's huge. I'll be doing Bear Rose in my endless pursuit for a Guthin plate body, Guthin shirt. Guthin shirt. But more to come on all that.
All right.
Any final thoughts from you, Christian?
No.
Okay.
All right.